Can you tell what this kid is doing by looking at the picture? Figure it out and you can walk away winner on What Is It Really? Let's play. Your internet friend Jersey Joe back with you once again. How are you doing? I'm doing great. You know what else is also great? Game shows. We're about to play another one right here. What Is It Really? I put funny pictures out on social media every Tuesday at 2 p.m. and you guys try to figure out what is it really? And you hope to make the leaderboard. So who's going to walk away winner on this episode? Let's find out as we play What Is It Really? Okay, I already teased this picture in the cold open, so you got a peek at it already. So what is this kid really doing? Well, Jay Roby says, clearly this kid is driving his grandfather to the casino. I did that, except for my grandfather was the bar. Heather Scavang Bologna says, this is what every mother sees when their child leaves alone for the first time driving. Ooh. Heather writes in and says, kid sitting on his mom or dad's lap, getting his first driving lesson. And I Want to Borrow Al guesses, Billy's excitement ended the moment he took the wheel of a minivan and realized he was turning into his father. So what is it really? Yes, they're all right. It is a kid driving a car. And that's exciting because that means all of them go up in the leaderboard. So let's put them up there. Heather Ann McKee goes up with 1. Heather Scavang Bologna goes up with 1. I Want to Borrow Al goes up with 1. And J Roby 509, she's on the board with 1 also. 4 names on the leaderboard already. How will this change? Find out when we return to The Weakest Link. No, I'm kidding. This is What Is It Really? Let's go on to picture number 2. Alright, our next photo. Now, can you tell what's going on there? This one's a little bit harder. Well, Starman says she's about to show him where she's going to stick that thing. Yikes! Art says opening an awning. Jamie Zimba says taking a selfie. And Cody United guesses, I can tell you that she was found bludgeoned under a bush in the forest after a long missing person manhunt. Woo, that's violent. Well, what's really happening here? Oh wait, there's simply a couple pumping water. If you're from the country like I am, you'd probably know what that is. So unfortunately, nobody gets that one right, meaning our leaderboard stays the same. Alright, well, will somebody else figure out what's happening in picture number 3? Let's go. Okay, take a look at this one. Some type of white powder, perhaps? You guys had a lot of answers to this one, so let's see who's right. Cody United guessed, looks like a powdered sugar on a coffee cake. Heather Scavang Bologna says, French toast. Mike Piero says, powdered sugar on French toast. Jeremy Ray Frasca says, is that French almond cake? I don't know. Give me an answer, not a question. Chris says, some kind of pie? Maybe apple? This is in jeopardy. Greg O'Neill says, needs a dose of head and crawlers. Alright, a little comedy. Joe says, cinnamon toast. Courtney says, pumpkin pie, 2 pies, twice as nice. And Braverman says, moldy bread. Rockford Guitar says, sugary donut. Jamie Zimba says, cappuccino topped with cinnamon and powdered sugar. And Zach Hamill guesses, doughboy. Well, what is it really? Ooh, I fooled you all. It's pancakes with powdered sugar. Oh, I had these in an awesome little cafe upstate New York recently, and they were really succulent. I thought they'd be a great picture for this game, but unfortunately I stumped you all. So that means once again, our leaderboard stays the same with the 2 Heathers at 1, I Want to Borrow Al at 1, and J Roby 501 remains at 1. Let's see if somebody can get some more points on the board with our next picture. Doesn't this picture just make you thirsty? I'm kidding. Do you have a guess as to what's really happening? Well, Courtney chimes in and he says, a lake of stew and of whiskey too. You can paddle all around it in a big canoe. Oh, he's a poet and didn't know it. Jason guesses, I'm gonna make the biggest PSL the world has ever seen. Insert maniacal laugh. Keith guesses, the latest trend at gay bars. Every drink comes with a tiny hottie. Woo! Andrew writes it and says, Keith, this hottie is actually even tinier than you think. He's about 1 inch tall and bartenders put him in a bucket and then drops him into your drink to mix it properly. Mike says, let's go over Niagara Falls. Craig guesses, a Lilliputian doing laundry for all the other Lilliputans. Henry guesses, a man in a barrel navigating a glass of beer. Well, what's really happening here? Boom! He's correct. It is actually a guy in a barrel navigating a glass of beer. So Uberdad's got that one right. Let's put him up on the leaderboard and see how that changes things. So right now, Heathers, they're both at 1. I Want to Borrow Al is 1. J Roby 509 stays at 1. And Uberdad goes up on the board also with 1. Let's see what happens now as we move on to our final picture. Okay, here it is. Not a Photoshop picture like our last one, so where is this and what's really going on? Corey guesses, based on the size of those shoulder pads, I am guessing it's my closet in the 80s. She should win 5 points just for the comedy. Chris guesses, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say, the Giants locker room. Heather Scavang Bologna guesses, Tom Brady's wife's closet. That is an instant fail. Andrew guesses this is a tiny recreation of the Giants locker room for taxidermied mice. Oh, and look, he sends along an $800 photo of really taxidermied mice. It's a shadow box. My grandmother would probably buy that. Let's go back to the game because Keith chimes in and he guesses the Giants locker room. Jason guesses what Eli Manning's locker should look like on game day because he shouldn't be on the field. Ouch! And Jamie Zimba also chimes in guessing Eli Manning's locker. Well, it isn't Giants locker room, but technically it is Eli Manning's locker. Giants locker room's a little too generic to accept on this one, but Eli Manning's locker, because we had two people actually get it perfectly right, they go up on the board. So this is going to change your leaderboard big time right now, so check this out. So Heather Ann McKee stays at 1, Heather Skavang Bologna stays at 1, I Wanna Burrow Owl stays at 1, Jamie Zimba, he goes up on the board with 1, Jason York, he goes up on the board with 1, JRoby509's on the board with 1, and Ubernet stays at 1. That means we have a 7-way tie right here on this edition of What Is It Really? Alright, we gotta go to the rule book on this one because technically now we have 7 people that tied. Unfortunately, when I play in this game, we need a winner. You gotta beat the game. So, just like on Press Your Luck or in Family Feud when they tie, they bring all the couples back. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna bring all 7 of those players back for our next edition of What Is It Really? That means that Mr. Pizarro and Rock for Guitar are still the only 2 on our leaderboard having won their both respective episodes. So, if you wanna win, you want a chance to play, I put this picture up every Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern on my Twitter and Instagram, JerseyJoe50. Play along and click that like or subscribe button down below because you don't want to miss any more episodes of this web show or The Brew or also Online Gambling with Jersey Joe, my other new web show. So much fun going on social media. I love it. I hope you do too. I look forward to seeing you here each and every week. Jersey Joe, your internet friend here saying thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time, I hope.